everyone, and welcome to kind of an overdue episode of the United Gamedom podcast. This is episode 4. I am your host, Darren, aka Dow, and before I get into my host now, it won't be Liam, because unfortunately, due to scheduling problems, and the fact is that he's kind of been getting busy now because he's just gotten, job and doing work experience now, and basically couldn't find good days to pretty much settle down and try to get a podcast recorded now. And also because of the fact is that I'll talk about as well, because he actually enjoyed my rapport with the guest we had on last time, which was Denis, if for those who've listened, and that he basically said to me, just go ahead and do it without me, because you have good rapport and not there. And I wasn't say, okay, let's do this now, fuck him now, because the fact is, I'm very grateful for Liam for doing this podcast with me in the first place now, and unfortunately, just due to the problems they had, scheduling problems and that there, I just sort of had to bow out, and because of the thing, he enjoyed the rapport we had with Denis, and the fact is that there, and basically I didn't want him to go though. I just tried to negotiate alternatives now, we can alternate and things like that, episodes or something. But he just said to go ahead. So unfortunately, if you're looking for the cool sounds of Liam, and for the United Gamedom podcast, I'm afraid he's no more. But hopefully I'd like to bring him back as soon as possible on again though, because he's still a part of the podcast in my eyes, and I just miss him though. But I thank him for joining up with me in the first place and doing this here. So anyway, first of all, I'd like to introduce you to my new co-host, one of my new co-hosts actually, who was last time's episode's guest, and that is Denis.
Hello.
Say hello, Denis.
Hello. I'm back.
The cool Canadian.
I'm back
cool
again.
Canadian. Yes. So if you enjoyed Denis's Canadian dulcet tones from the last episode, then you'll be happy to hear that he's back on a sort of permanent basis, or for the next couple of weeks. Anyway.
French Canadian accent.
Yeah. I'm used to it now. I've been used to it for nearly 6 years coming. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm a warm to it today. But we also are introduced by another cool guy that I've gotten to know over as well from GameSpot and beyond, and that is Derek, and he is from Minnesota. So hello, Derek.
Hello, everyone.
Derek is known as Gigastormz on the World Wide Webs. He's on Twitter as well, so if you'd like to follow Derek for his many opinions on certain things, he's a big fan of Transformers and all that, cartoons and things like that. So if you want to follow him for that, go right ahead. And Denis is on Twitter as well, but we'll plug that at the end of the podcast as well. So
should specify it's not Bayformers, it's Transformers that he's a fan of.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of the Michael Bay movies at all.
Yes, yes. Neither am I. But I never watched the original series though, because the fact is I was just bored when it was just started or something. Anyway, it was Prime, so.
Well, they're putting it on Netflix now, so you can check it out.
Yes, the Netflix US I was saying, but I can't access anymore. But I'll get into that when we get to the last part of the episode anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, so this is basically United Gamedom. I said it was basically for UK gamers, for the gaming community and beyond. And the fact is, there's only one UK gamer now, and it's 2 North Americans. But I want to keep the name though, because it's kind of still United Gamedom, kind of united as one in a way now. It's basically because we're all part of a gaming community, and we all love games, and we all love playing and talking about them. So. That's pretty much kind of what the meaning of the name of the podcast is now, pretty much. So anyway, let's get into the first discussion, that is news. So, Denis, what news have we got this week?
Well, I guess we could start off with the $1,000 premium Resident Evil 6 special edition bundle, which Comes with Leon Kennedy's leather jacket included in the, yes, that is a real leather jacket, like something you can wear to go out, but, you know, it comes with the leather jacket. I don't know, probably real leather at $1,000. I would suppose not fake, like crappy leather, but
We never know with Capcom. No, they'll probably sell you the jacket though. But if you actually want it real though, you have to pay another $100 or something.
yeah,
DLC.
DLC, yeah, ship it to your house and cover it with something new.
Yeah, you have to patch it on. You have to patch on the real level over the fake crappy leather.
So it comes with a leather jacket and some, I don't know, what was it? Let me go check here. I can't remember what.
Set of 4 tablet case covers. I've got the news.
So yeah,
open up
okay,
here.
there you go. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think that's the most expensive special edition for a game ever, probably $1,000.
Yes, I believe so now because it's said the set will run. It's like 105,000 yen, which equals to about $1,302 here in the news story I'm checking up, and that's still fucking crazy though. Like, who in their right mind is gonna pay like $1,000+ on a premium edition game?
Guess what?
Problem is, there is people. Sorry, go ahead.
There's going to be some that are going to pay
Yeah.
that money to get Leon's leather jacket and so they can wear it around. But, you know, there's always some people out there who are ready to pay anything to just think of cosplayers, you know. You got the real
Yes,
leather jacket.
exactly. This would be a cosplayer's kind of field day in a way, so there would be. And there's people out there actually spend like $1,000 on like old games. So,
Yep. Exactly.
like, there's people that have money to burn though. I'm not exactly one of them now. I'm one of the kind of guys that don't like actually paying like a lot of money for old games, no matter how rare they are. So,
Yeah.
this is just ridiculous. What are your thoughts on this, Derek?
Does it come in more than one size?
Yes, I believe it says 4 sizes here. It says small, medium, large, and extra large.
Was that like
So it would be-
Japanese people size? Or
Probably be extra large will be like still like small here though, because we know like Japanese people tend to be quite,
Well,
small.
it might be
Stamp.
Yokozuna size. Who knows?
You never know.
how are they gonna
Like those-
fit that in the box?
Yeah. Well,
They'll find a way.
well, that was that Skyrim statue that some people actually got. Was that in a bundle or was that just promotional?
In the collector's
That
edition?
was the collector's edition, which I have because I didn't pay the £130 that it was retailed here, because I wanted to get this collector's edition.
Yeah.
But when I seen it for £130, I was like, fuck that. But luckily, I seen it like a month or so later in my game store, and it was like £70. I was like, yeah, that's more like it. I'll pay that, and I did.
Were you talking
Well,
about that life-size one, Dennis? Like they had on like Giant
Yeah.
Bomb and Kotaku.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Joystick.
I thought, all right. No, that's
that was
just
like a
a
promo thing.
promotional thing. Which I would have loved as well, though. I would actually love to have that on my living room or something.
Yeah, I don't
That'd
think
be
they would ship out
Yeah.
that type of
No.
stuff to people. I don't think so. But that's pretty crazy. I mean,
Cool.
I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, but I know there's some people out there who love the series and pretty much played. I work with a guy who's absolutely insane. He loves the Resident Evil. I think he has like all of them. He even has a Operation Raccoon City, and he loves it, which is kind of surprising because it's not getting really good criticism from everywhere. But
No, I didn't really get the best reviews now, though, and like I couldn't care less about that game, though. But like Resident Evil 6, so if it's more, I doubt if it's more akin to 4 now because I wasn't a big fan of 5.
I think it's more of a shooter. I think I read
Yeah.
a couple of
Well, they
like
were talking
when you
about it
play-
on the last Giant Bomb cast, and they made it sound like when you're playing as Leon, at least, that it's more like akin to the old Resident Evil games, where it's more
Yeah.
like a survival horror than more of an action game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe when you play as Leon, it's more of the old school Resident Evil. And when you play as Chris, it's probably like a Rainbow Six shooter type.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what it looked like in the trailer.
Yeah.
Did you guys? So both of you guys played Resident Evil 5?
Yes.
Mhm.
I didn't like. I thought it was all right though, but it's not like the great game that some people consider it to be. Like I think 4 was better. Like I'm not a big fan of the Resident Evil series. Like I played like the first few, but I wasn't really into them though because I just didn't like that whole survival horror genre. But like when I played 4, I absolutely loved 4.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
four is
liked
the
I liked 5, but for what it was. But I still
Yeah.
prefer the older Resident Evil games. Like the second game was one of my favorite games of all time. I played that so much. Like there was I think there's a character you can unlock if you play it all the way through without dying, and if you do it like under I don't know if it's under 2 hours or under 2.5 hours. But I played it enough that I did that and I unlocked that character. I don't know if it was Hunk or Tofu or something, but I really liked the second game a lot.
That's pretty good. I am by no means a fan of Resident Evil, but I have played the fifth game. I played a little bit of the fourth. The fourth was really good, but it's kind of different because I'm a shooter guy. I mean, I played a lot of shooters, and when I get into Resident Evil, where you have to stop, shoot, and then move, stop, shoot, that's not really, I mean, yes, you get used to that, but in the inventory management, I don't really like how it's made. I think that's some people who not very big fans of Resident Evil have that criticism about the game, the inventory, how it's managed.
I think that's part of the survival horror aspect of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you have that in the Deus Ex also that I played last year. And
But that was cool in RE4 where you had that little briefcase and you had to sort things
Yeah,
so
I
they fit in there.
Yeah, I actually preferred it more to like the sort of 9 slot you had in flipping Resident Evil
Yeah.
5 now because pretty much nearly every flipping turn you had to flipping like manage it
yeah,
easily, which is annoying. It was annoying though, but I actually did like the whole briefcase part and thing because you actually could increase it so you can
Mhm.
that actually fit more stuff in. But with Resident Evil 5, I believe you were just stuck with those like 9 slots and that was it.
yeah.
You could just play RE5 until you unlock the rocket launcher with infinite ammo. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You have that.
I played through it once and never played through it again. I just couldn't care less.
I didn't even finish 5.
So anyway, any of you's going to be picking up Resident Evil 6?
I will. I'll have-
Probably.
Go ahead, Derek. Fine.
Oh yeah, I probably will.
I'm
I
gonna
guess
wait and
I'll
see.
want to see some more information on it, but I'll probably get it.
I'm gonna wait and see if there's some shooter stuff in there. Probably, with Chris. The whole Chris side. I'm not sure about the Leon side, but Chris side. What I seen looks like a shooter or something. But it looks interesting. The storyline looks really good from the trailer they released this week with Wesker Jr. And that's a little intriguing. I mean, I know a little bit of the story of Resident Evil, even if I haven't played the games, but that looks a little intriguing. See where
Because
he
you
comes
watch
from.
the awesome movies.
No, never watched.
I like
either.
the movies.
You do?
Yeah, even though they're not like the games, they're still fun.
I watched like some of the fourth one there a while back and I thought it sucked ass.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like blockbuster movies, but they're still, a couple of good action scenes. And Milo Jovovich, sorry, Jovovich.
Jovovich.
Sorry about that.
Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich, and she's pretty cute, so that's, that adds to the game, to the movie.
Yeah.
Right, so moving on now. We've gone on for too long now. Back to Taunted City. We do it here best here on the Gamedom podcast. A game that pretty much all of us have played though and absolutely loved and played like a good number of hours on Skyrim is surprisingly I never expected this to happen though is actually getting Kinect support and it's apparently going to be coming on the release week of April 23rd, which is not next week but the following week, which will be leading up like near my birthday, so it's kind of a little early birthday present for me in a way. apparently it's going to have like 200 voice commands. You could do pretty. If you've seen the video of it, then you know what to expect. Though you can like shout the dragon shouts. You can actually you can equip stuff. You can actually sort stuff by size and like weight and damage and things like that now. And also you can like sort out your like quick slot stuff. You could say like equip fire spell or whatever it was, and you could basically automatically switch to it though, which I think is pretty cool. So
And you can direct
I
your
know.
companion and trade with your companion and stuff.
Yes, exactly as well. But like I couldn't care less about that stuff because I never used a companion though. But for people out there who pretty much relied on companions,
Hello,
it's
that's
pretty
me.
cool as well. Which is Dennis though. But the thing is, Dennis, I don't think you have a Connect,
No, I don't.
so you're shit out of luck for this
I'm connectless.
patch then. So I'll be very much looking forward to trying this out, and this actually would make me go back and play the game because, as much as I say, I loved Oblivion. I put over 150 hours into that game though, and I played like a shitload of Skyrim when it came out, and like for the next like a month or so. But I haven't played like since December, and sad as it may seem to some, this actually will actually get me back into playing the game.
Did you finish Skyrim?
Yes,
Main quest?
I finished the main
Okay.
quest. I finished the main quest line. I did the College of Winterhold quest line. That's the only ones I done. I haven't done any of the other ones. Finished them.
Well, you still got a lot to play then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can easily spend like maybe another 100 or so hours into it though. Because last time I checked, I think it was like maybe, I think it was 70, 80 odd hours. I think last time I checked when I
Yeah.
last played it though. So
I think I was at
um,
140 when I stopped playing.
Damn.
yeah, so
At
maybe double.
105, but not 140.
And I did not cheat once in the game. I did not, well, cheat, quote unquote cheat. You know, when you, I don't know, you step in the fire and you heal yourself as you, to get your level
No.
up. I haven't done any of those. I know people who have, very good
Yeah, there
friends of
Yeah.
mine who have. And
Unfortunately.
I don't think that's the way to play the game. Of course, yes, it's there, so you're gonna take advantage of those things. But to me, that's quote unquote cheating the game. So I don't think it's. Some people are gonna go, oh, that's not cheating, but
It is cheating. But people say, oh, it's not cheating. It's just it's an exploit that
yeah,
the developers didn't like see. So basically, if it's in the game, then I don't feel bad for doing it though. But I still think it's cheating. No, for leveling up without doing any work, that's still cheating. It's just basically
Well,
without putting in a cheat code.
it still works because you have to stand there in the fire for what, 2 hours, an hour or 2 hours to get your health back to
Restoration to 100, I
restoration.
presume.
Yeah, and I mean my friend completely stripped down. He took off all of his armor and everything, and he did it that way, so it's a little faster. But yeah, I mean,
Well, I know
he
somebody
just-
that didn't do. I know somebody that didn't do that, but there's some sort of book you get, in like a Daedric quest line, I think, and that'll increase your skills. There's some sort of
Yeah.
exploit with that. Where you
Yes,
try using
there
the book.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the one as well, which I seen on YouTube like not long after the game came out, which is basically just you get the book. It is one of the Daedric quest lines. I forget what the name of the book is, but you just take it to your home and like you activate it or something and put it on the shelf immediately or something, and then
Oh.
just take it off again and keep activating and just like choose the different like selections, and then that makes your like 3 different sets of stuff go up like a couple of times.
Yeah.
That's probably like the fastest way to increase your stuff and like level up up to like 81, which is the maximum. I know someone who did that as well, and he shall remain nameless.
What level are you guys?
36, I think I am.
I think I was in the 30s as well when I stopped playing.
Oh,
So
I'm like 52 or 3.
Wow. Well, you did more quests than me, probably.
yeah,
I've done like everything except for I have a few Daedric quests to do, and like I haven't found all the Dragon Priest masks, but
Okay.
I've done like every other guild, and I've done the Civil War stuff too.
Okay.
Have any of you got the guide?
Nope.
Yeah, I have.
The guide's fair. I think it's one of the best guides ever, though. It's just fucking massive, though. It's like 600 plus pages long, and it's like pretty much everything there is to do in the game. Like all the different quests, has like maps of up in certain locations. It pretty much tells you all the different locations there is in the game and what you can find there and things like that as well.
Mhm.
It's just brilliant guidebook, though.
Do you have
Yeah.
the hardcover collector's one or just the regular one?
Just the regular
Okay.
strategy guide though, just like because I pre-ordered it online though, and I got it with the game. I got it with my game as well. So I'll definitely be using it now. I'm sure a few other people would be as well. But there's people out there like, Kinect support. But like, hey, it worked on Mass Effect 3, so it did. I used it for a while on it, and it was pretty cool. But I'll be using it as well though.
It,
As long as like.
it works good with Mass Effect. Does it work well?
It worked for the most part, though. Sometimes I had to say I said certain things, but I wouldn't like commute though, and
Mhm.
have to say like maybe once or twice more.
Mhm.
But like for the most part, it did work. Like it wasn't like broken, like binary domain now with that voice command system.
Yeah,
No,
we'll get back to that.
I know you'll be talking about in games we've been playing though.
Yeah.
So well. So anyway, not a news, which two of you couldn't care less about, and that is a game that I will gush over until the day I die, and that is Dark Souls. Because Dennis doesn't like difficult games.
No.
I know that now. He doesn't like difficult games. When a game gets too hard for him, unfortunately, he takes the pussy way out and goes easy.
I take the low
Syndicate?
road. Yeah, Syndicate.
Yes, Syndicate, for example. Yes.
Yep.
So Dark Souls would pretty much be no. He wouldn't come with a 50-foot barge pole or whatever. You just wouldn't go near that game
And the
whatsoever.
funny thing is that I want to play that game. Like I want to experience it, but I know that I don't want to pay a whole lot of money for broken controllers when I get myself killed over and over again. So
Well, the thing is, Dennis, though, if you do need help, just ask for it because I would certainly help you out in that game, though, because
yeah,
I'm not like a flippin' like a big aficionado of the game now. Like I'm like bloody expert now, but like since I've gone through the game almost twice, I know what to expect from like certain parts of the game and
hmm
what you should avoid and things like that now. But it is coming to the PC in the summertime. I bet it's coming in August 24th on Windows machines. So it is, and it's known as the Prepare to Die edition because it's not just like the main game, because there is going to be extra stuff for the PC, and there's like this different area which is going to be like a Notorious of the Abyss, and there's going to be extra, enemies and new bosses as well, and also that is going to have like a more refined online system, which an enhanced PvP mode pretty much. And for those of you who played Dark Souls, you know what the online system in that game's like. It's it's just very interesting though, the way it works though, and it's very cool indeed. It's just very innovative in a way now, and I'll be pretty much getting this game, despite the fact I already have it on the 360 and PS3, but I fucking love Dark Souls and I'll just talk for it for hours, but I'll get my co-host here in a coma by the end of it though, because it'll be so bored to fucking death afterwards. But
I tried it. I rented it from Redbox for like $2. I played it for an hour maybe, and I just couldn't get into it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, where I was going, or what the point of it was. I guess I was trying to see like
that's the point.
what the appeal was, and I don't know. It didn't appeal to me.
The appeal is dying all the time.
I guess.
yeah, like I didn't really get into Demon Souls that much though. Like I got it though. I got the US version, because not long after it came out in North America, because I thought that was going to be a game that was either A, never going to come out here, or B, it was going to take months and months to come out here. And it was the latter because it didn't come out until like June the following year. So it didn't. So I just got the US version. I didn't play much of it though. Did some of the few areas though, but I didn't really get into that game. But luckily Dark Souls, I felt was just a more refined, streamlined version of that game. And I can't go back to Demon Souls now because I'll just be like, I just can't play this now. Dark Souls did this thing bad. Dark Souls did this thing bad. I'll just basically comparing it too much to Dark Souls.
Well, I haven't played either, but I will never complain or, degrade the game because it looks really, it looks good, and I know people who have played, like I have a friend at work who's played Demon's Souls. He played it like 5 times. He finished it 5 times. And now he's on his 3rd run of Dark Souls. So he loves it and he praises it all the time and says it's one of the best games he's ever played, best series.
That would definitely be the case for me. It's definitely one of my favorite games of this generation, no doubt though. And if you can get it for cheap nowadays, so like in sometime down the line, I would recommend getting it. But like I know, you probably would do eventually break controls because not now though, but like several years back, you did have a tendency to break controllers when you get pissed off pretty easily.
A bad temper when I play video games.
And I think you actually cracked the Crackdown disc as well, didn't you?
I didn't crack it.
I don't think you
broke it in half.
Crackdown 1? Wow.
Yeah. I got the DLC,
Piece of the City.
Yeah, you had to do a race. Like there were races, and there was one you had to do in a kind of dune buggy type car, and I could not do the freaking race. And each time, like I got really close to the end. Each time I would get bumped off the road, and just the car would explode, and I got kind of mad, so I just got up, took the disc out of the 360, and broke it in half. So that was my temper back then. So what?
I said I felt like doing that before, but I've never actually done it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't go that far now. Like
I
know people do break controls and that. There, some of them do it accidentally now, and other ones do it intentionally. Like I think there may have been control. Like I never do that though. Like I do get angry. Denis and Derek can vouch for that now. And sometimes when I'm online and they can hear me swearing.
Well, you're Irish, so that's
Gears of War days back in the day when me and Denis and that played. Okay. I cursed up a bloody storm.
Yeah.
Every flipping word that came out of my mouth was pretty much F, S, and shit, and etc. But you have to say nowadays, like you've known me now, and that. You have to say I've toned it down.
Yeah, well, except last week when we played, what did we play? We played a little bit of a Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And you
come on,
kind of lost your shit there. Derek was there. He can attest to that.
Yeah, my wife could hear through upstairs when I was wearing my headset. She could hear you.
Okay, apologies to your wife. So anyway, back on topic now. So that's basically Dark Souls coming to the PC near you, which I'll be definitely getting and loving all the same. So for you who haven't tried the game out yet, haven't gotten the PS3 and 360, get on the PC for pretty much like maybe the best version of the game, which I'll be getting.
So are there mods or anything new that they're adding to it?
It's just, as I said, just like a new area. There'll be new areas and like new bosses and enemies and like an enhanced PvP mode. So it's not just going to basically be like, basically a port. Well, it is going to be a port though, but it's just not going to be like just the same game with nothing new to it.
People will create mods for the game, that's pretty sure.
I don't know if it will do it now. I don't know if that's going to be the case now. I really hope they do, because if that's the case, the fucking possibilities of that game could be endless though.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it can actually do that now. But if that's the case, fucking hell, I would love that game even more.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, any more news talk about before we head on?
Is there other stuff that's of importance this week? I guess people still bashing on Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, but that's going to be the case no matter. Like there was that news about like the BioWare doing the Mass Effect 3 extended ending though, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and
Well,
now
probably
people saying that it was false advertised. That it was false advertisement for Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, the
So,
article by the Better Business Bureau.
yeah,
the basic have been saying that since the people got the ending though. People have been saying that about it. It's like false advertising, fuck BioWare. But like I've gone on about Mass Effect 3 already in this podcast, not this podcast, but like
well,
in
that's
previous
hmm
episodes. So I have, and basically the backlash. Like I didn't think the ending was that bad.
no,
It wasn't great though, but like I'm not one of those ones like, oh god, this game sucked balls. Like there's, as I said, people hate. There's people out there who are stupid enough to create the game just because of the ending. They might have loved every single second of it, and then once they watch the ending, it's like, I hate this game, which to me is absolutely stupid.
yeah. Well, I mean, the hate is going to continue for Mass Effect 3. When the new ending is released, we're going to see some more hate.
It's just extended ending though, just basically probably close things, tie things more like better now, like see what happened to certain characters. So because that was probably one of the main thing that I was pretty disappointed about though, because
Yeah.
it's just this event happened, that was it. Like I wanted to see what happened with the other characters, like the other characters of the universe.
hmm
Like what happened with, Liara, what happened with like, Joker and Edie, and like what happened with the other characters you come across. Like I just want to know what happened with, like, did flipping the Krogans and that start another war or whatever with the Solari and things like that, or like, I just wanted to see if anything like that happened again or whatever.
Mass Effect 4. Coming soon.
Yeah, probably.
uh,
Um,
yeah, there's no closure. Like there's closure in a way, but there's no closure in like you don't know what's really happening with all the other characters that are still alive at the end of the game, and you don't know what's going to happen with those guys. And yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit. I have no problem with the actual ending because I always find that type of ending to be good in a way. But I don't know the other people. You don't know what happens with the rest of the crew. So that's a little offsetting. We'll see what the patch is all about in a couple of months.
so anyway, that's what I want to talk about. Let's get into sort of what we've been playing though recently. I'll go last because I've got a few games to talk about though, and I think you've heard enough of me already in this podcast. So let's get going with Derek first. What have you been playing?
Well, last weekend I finally finished Skylanders, which people would probably say is a kid's game, but I enjoyed it. I originally bought it back when it first came out, and then Skyrim came out, so I ended up playing a lot of Skyrim. But I also kind of wanted to hold off until I could get one of the Skylanders that hadn't been released yet. But I decided to just say screw it and buy the one I needed. Basically, there are like 8 types of Skylanders in the game, and in order to unlock like everything in the game, you need at least one of every type. And I was waiting on the wind type because there's one called Warnado, who's kind of like it looked kind of like Gamera, so I wanted that one. And they were only releasing like 3 new ones, every I don't know, every 2 months or something, and they're all super hard to find because right after Christmas the game got super popular. So I decided just to buy, the one wind type I needed so I could finish the game. So I did that, and I also got all the achievements in it, which it's not as easy as you think, especially for somebody like me who doesn't play a whole lot of platformers, because there's a fair amount of like dodging stuff. There's no jumping mechanic, but you have to dodge a lot of things like lasers and fireballs and stuff like that. Like there's probably one of the most difficult ones was beating the end boss without switching to another Skylander at all. So that one took some doing. I ended up using Trigger Happy, who is one of the ones that comes with the game, because you get three Skylanders when you buy the game. So that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas, so I did there. But like I barely played it. Like I maybe played like an hour or two of it though. But like I got Rayman Origins as well, and I pretty much took my time though. Took me and Sam just absolutely loved playing that game. I'll probably go back to it later though, because I really did enjoy playing it though, and I got at least one of every element type there is in the game, because I know that's the case though, because you had to have at least each one of each to unlock everything now, which I did though.
Right.
Like,
I mean, you can finish the game without having all of the types, but if you
yeah,
want to unlock the soul gems and like the hats and stuff, you need at least one of every type. So what's the are Skylanders super hard to find there, or are they pretty easy?
well, I'll never see them now, because I got them in a store, the game store here, which I talked about in the last episode, which is fortunately now closed, and I haven't actually ever seen it anywhere else bar in game. So
Okay.
I don't think I think it was probably as popular here as it was over there as well though, because I know like a lot of people. I know Steph to Death sort of loves collecting them as well, and there's a lot of people that love collecting them as well, and pretty much have a hard time finding them because they're just so like pretty much as people ransack the places, and like they're just empty when you
Right.
trying to find them then.
Yeah, I've seen some around lately, but they've all been like the first wave, which most people don't need or don't want anymore.
Like I like I'm not I think it's cool people collect them and out there, but I just wanted to just get at least one of each, and that was me though. I just didn't really want to buy 20 of them or something now.
Yeah. I also played a bit of Syndicate multiplayer with Denis.
Yep.
I do enjoy the multiplayer in that game a lot. It seems to have issues with the way they set up the matches.
Yeah, you can't create your own. Yeah, you can't create your own lobby and invite people. You have to join people's games.
Right, like you can create a private match for just people that you invite, but you can't make it private and then invite people, public people like you can in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult to just play when you know the map you want to play on and with the people that you want to play with.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they had that problem with the glitch where if you were in a party or a private chat and you were playing with other people, the game would crash. I think they did patch it, and when we were playing it, it ran pretty well.
I think we didn't have any problems. I think it didn't crash. Not because of that, anyway. I think you crashed once, and I crashed once also at the end. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the multiplayer.
Did, yeah.
It's kind of giving me. Yeah, I don't know. That multiplayer seems a little unstable for the connection side of stuff.
Yeah, it's too bad because it's really fun.
It is fun, but now people have gotten really good, and me and you were just behind everybody, and we're like, okay, where do we go now? And the other people were like off to the races and killing everybody, and okay, let's just follow these.
Right, we're playing maps that we hadn't played before.
Yeah, so it's a little.
Are you interested in getting that at all, Darren?
Yeah, I played the demo though, with Mike, who's known as 8-Bit Warrior, kind of when it came out though for maybe 30 minutes though, and I just felt it was a bit too hard though. I just got I heard it was a normal difficulty, when we got our flipping asses kicked pretty much though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to for 4 people.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of wait it off though until the price dropped though, which I think it's maybe £20 now here, perhaps, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Most games do tend to go down pretty quickly here nowadays, so if it doesn't sell well, you're gonna see it for Final Fantasy 13-2, I think it's £15 now at the place I work at. Yeah. I know he came out 2 months ago.
Final Fantasy 10-2?
13-2. I think it did sell all right now, but I think people probably had a bad taste in their mouth from 13 that
don't
I think
remember.
probably a lot of people might bought 13 though, but like it just left a bad taste in their mouth that they couldn't be bothered getting 13 too then, and therefore its sales suffered because of it.
Apparently, it's much better than 13.
I did enjoy 13 too more than 13. I enjoyed the story more. There's people out there who actually enjoyed the story in 13, which it's their opinion, but I actually just don't understand because I thought that story was fucking boring and it didn't go anywhere until like the latter half of the game.
Yeah.
Dennis, you played like a good chunk of 13 and you just stopped playing it then because you got like bored with it.
I got
or just,
I got to, I think it's chapter 10. It's chapters, right, in this game? I think it's chapter...
Yes, chapter 10.
I got to chapter 10, and I was just like... I got to a boss that was a little complicated, and I said, yeah, well, fuck this. I'm tired of playing this game. Like, the continuous emo whining... I don't know, Japanese... Not all Japanese games are like this, but the Final Fantasy stuff, it's like you always had a whiner somewhere. Like, is a... like Cloud or stuff like, I mean, yeah, Cloud is, everybody loves Cloud, but I mean, he was sort of a whiner, right? And
Yeah, he was kind of a bit of a like a whiner at the start though, but like as it goes on, it kind of grows, so he does. But there's like characters like do be like kind of whiny bitches at the start of like RPGs, but then they grow and mature and things like that, which tends to be the case with some RPGs.
mostly Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, it's like Japanese RPGs in general. Some of them do tend to be like Tales of the Abyss has this like kind of rich gay like sort of posh fella. And, like I played like a couple of hours of it there, not like recently now, but he's flipping is a whiny bitch though.
Like, what was the name of the, you have Veni and you have, or Venil for people who know it that way?
Vanille and Hope.
Hope. Oh my,
People tend to fucking hate it in
oh my
13.
God, Hope I can,
Hope is
Freak.
it's different. He's like older now, and he's definitely not like whining like he was in 13. So
like, oh,
if you hated Hope in 13,
yeah.
then he's all right in 13 too.
It's like, oh, my mom is dead. Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't go on. I'm not good. I can. Oh, for fuck's sake, shut up and just fight. My God, that's what threw me off completely from. I loved 10. I really loved 10. Like, great game. I love previous Final Fantasies, like 10 and well, older games like 7, 8, etc. But when I got to 10-2 and I played that game, I said, what the fuck are they doing with this series? My God, what's going on?
I think that's kind of when it went downhill for some people
Oh.
though. When it did 10-2, I was like, yep, this is what the heck is Square Enix on now?
Squeenix, my God, what are you doing? Oh, anyway, that's where I completely stopped playing. I know 12. I heard 12 is very good, but
I didn't like 12. I don't
No?
like the battle system though. Don't
okay.
like it whatsoever.
But I heard the story was decent. Was a good story.
And the grind fest as well, pretty much though. Which I know some RPGs do tend to you have to grind a lot though.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of that though. Like most of the RPGs I've played, they're kind of like ones you could just like go along without grinding too long.
Mhm.
But I heard like 13, no, 12, sorry, was a grind fest, and like I couldn't fucking play this section or whatever for like a couple of hours just to get to the next section without like getting killed easily.
Mhm.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, Derek, going
Yes,
back.
we'll get back to Derek now. Just basically take away
Buddy.
from his section again. So
Sorry,
go back.
I have not played a Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy X-2. Although I do have 12, I just haven't really gotten into it because I don't like the battle system.
Nah, like I didn't like it. I thought I would like it though because it wasn't turn-based, like random turn-based. Like that's one of the things I hate about older ones, like especially like the very old ones, like the early ones, which like basically do a battle and then take a couple of steps and then another battle.
Right.
4 on the PSP, the complete collection, I played it there a few weeks, like a month or two ago. It is very, very bad with that. Like I must have fought like 4 or 5 battles within the space of like several steps easily.
Yep, that's definitely the way those are. So briefly, mention a couple more games. Draw Something. I've been playing that on iPad, which I just got an iPad, the new one, on
Yeah,
March
I've playing that.
16th.
I've been
Uh,
playing that. I've been playing that with Derek. I've been sending him pictures, and he's been sending me pictures.
right, like the first one I got for you was Skyrim, which was cool, but unexpected. Um, yeah, it's kind of neat because you can play with your Facebook friends. So I'm playing with family members that I don't talk to a whole lot on there, and it's kind of interesting to see how they draw and how well or not well they draw. But I think if I had a stylus, I would probably enjoy that a little bit more.
I'm playing on my iPhone, so I
Okay.
cannot draw for shit. Though that's probably why my drawings are so bad, though, because I'm not playing on an iPad. But I actually may be considering getting an iPad, though. But some people be stupid. It's like, yeah, you already have an iPhone, no, but like, but for some games, like especially some games like that, you do need the bigger screen, though, to control it, control your hand and that easier then.
Is it available for Android? Draw Something?
I
Don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. I assume it probably would be though.
Because I have an Android powered phone, so
Yeah,
I
look,
want to play that game. I've seen a couple of people play it, and it looks really, really fun. I'd like to play it.
I think it probably would be though. That's probably one of the sort of games a lot of people have been playing at the moment though, and I'm sure it would be though. I actually haven't bought it though. I actually just playing the ad filled version
Oh,
of it.
I bought it for
Cheapskate.
like $1.
I don't know why. It's always like 69p, but I'm just like, why am I not paying? It's only 69p. I'm just using the free version at the moment. It's like, what the fuck are you on, Darren, you cheapskate?
I briefly played that Air. I think it's called Air Mech on Google Chrome. I don't know if you've seen any coverage of it. It's kind of like an RTS style game.
In other words, no appeal to me. What I couldn't care less. If you say RTS strategy, I'm asleep.
It's got a neat style to it and like an art style, and you fly around in this jet that transforms into a robot. So I guess that's kind of my appeal.
Oh,
But
Transformers like that.
but it's kind of weird how you have on the map there's like I don't know 9 or 10 different bases, and you have to take them all over. And then you have like one fortress, and the ultimate goal is to destroy the fortress. But it's heavily PvP focused, which that doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather just play co-op. So I just played against the computer once and tried it out. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but I guess it's not for me. The last thing I guess I'll mention is Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. There was some new DLC that was released this week on Tuesday. The Resurgence Pack, which comes with I think it's 6 new characters, 2 new maps, 3 new weapons, and then some new consumables. There's like Batarians for the first time, and playable Geth for the first time, as well as a new Krogan class and a new Asari class. I was hoping to be able to unlock one of the new characters, but unfortunately the way that they set up the DLC, that was not the case. Basically they set it up so that you're downloading the DLC for free, but all you're really doing is downloading the opportunity to unlock the characters or the items in a pack, kind of like a pack of baseball cards or something.
You're downloading the 2 maps, quite frankly.
Right, you get the maps, which is fine. I mean, the maps are cool, but I was really hoping to play, as like a Batarian or a Geth or something, but unfortunately I didn't unlock it. So
I haven't downloaded it yet though, so I don't know if I don't know if I'll go back to. I enjoy the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer though, but kind of since I'm done with the game though, for the time being, I might just go back to it every now and again. But I know you guys played a lot and really enjoy it.
Yep.
It's a great multiplayer. It is. I think it's one of these multiplayer games that I've played the most in the last couple of years. I mean,
yeah,
it's really good. It's really, really good.
Either that or Borderlands for me.
Yeah, Borderlands. Yeah, of course.
This weekend they're having this Resurgence weekend or something. If you download the DLC for free and then you play it, this weekend you get and like next week they'll award you with a pack that has a guaranteed character in it.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
So you should probably play it at least once.
I should do it. I should do that now afterwards.
Yeah, the problem is they've done that. Every weekend now they've been doing some sort of promotional thing where you get like bonus experience
Yep.
and you get
Yep.
like a free pack. The problem is one of them called the Operation Raptor pack or weekend. You got you had to promote 2 characters. You know, like you get them to level 20, and then you promote them to your single player game, and then you get a pack. And then if the entire community does it so many times, then you get another pack. The problem is they didn't give anybody the packs yet because there was some sort of cheating going on. So they were trying to figure out how they can stop the cheating, and they haven't awarded the packs yet. And nothing new has been announced on that, which is kind of disappointing.
Has been cheating now? Like, in what way?
I have no idea. Apparently they found a way to get numerous packs for free, but I don't know how they did it.
Yep, there's always people out there that have to spoil the day for everyone else. Call of Duty, Mass Effect 3, numerous first-person shooters and third-person shooters, etc. out there. It's just annoying as hell.
Sadly.
Yeah, the last pack, or the last free weekend they did, it was something about you have to kill so many brutes, and then you get a free pack. And I got my free packs for that, and one of them I got like a super rare, like a shotgun, which was actually really cool. So.
That's cool.
I was like the black one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think they're the super ultra rare ones.
Yep. It's pretty neat.
Cool.
So hopefully they figure that out and we can get our free stuff. So
Free stuff's always cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty much it for what I've been playing.
So Dennis, go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess we should. I'll start with Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I guess since we're on the subject already. Played a little bit of that this week. Unlike Derek, I actually got a character in one of the. I actually bought a veteran pack, and I got the Krogan Battlemaster. So that's pretty cool.
Have you tried him yet?
Not. Say what?
Have you tried the Krogan Battlemaster yet?
Yeah, I tried him in 2 games. He's all right. I mean, he doesn't have any special powers, because some characters have like new powers, like the Geth and the Batarians have new powers included when you get them in the packs, but he doesn't have really anything new, and I don't especially enjoy playing a Krogan because they can't, if you're getting swarmed, he can't jump around and move. He just like
can't roll.
He can't roll. Yeah, he can't really do anything. He has the Krogan bash, I guess you can call it, like the Hulk smash thing, where he just smashes into people, but
or like headbutts people. Yeah.
Headbutts, yeah, or something like that. But not my favorite characters at all. He's cool. He looks really good with the helmet and the entire thing, but I don't know. I got a couple of guns. I got 2 new guns actually.
Well, you got the harpoon gun, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the harpoon, and I got the what is it called? The assault rifle, the new assault rifle.
Striker?
Striker, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did get that. I didn't realize that was the new one.
Yeah, it's a new one. That's a new assault rifle. The maps, one I love, and one I absolutely hate.
Which one do you hate?
I hate the one where, how can I say? It's like you have the kind of base in the middle, and you run around like there's mountains and stuff. That's not very descriptive of what I'm saying.
Is it the Palaven one, the one on the moon?
The one on the moon, yeah. I do not enjoy that one at all.
Yeah, I don't like that one so much.
It's very dark, and it's very like you can get cornered pretty much everywhere in that map.
Yep.
But
Is that the industrial looking one?
no, the industrial looking
That's
one is
Hydra.
actually pretty good. Yeah, that one's actually pretty good.
With the
But
water.
yeah, it's really good. But especially since I got 100 kills on that map. But anyway.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the whole. Hey, here's the free DLC, but you have to download the packs to get the characters and the guns. Maybe I'm going to be the only one saying this, but I would actually have paid 400 Microsoft points to get all the characters and all the guns instead of having
I would,
to.
yeah.
I think there would be people out there would have done that anyway, though, because it just would have been better convenience, though, for people to do that, though, rather than, having to spend, like, ages, like, collecting credits and then just getting a random fucking assortment of stuff, though.
Yeah, or
You might have been spending ages getting credits
yeah,
and ages purchasing them, and you can never get what you want.
Yeah,
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
somebody on Twitter said they spent like $80 trying to get a Geth and they didn't.
really.
seriously, like, that
It's
to
not, yeah,
me
that's
is
crazy.
stupid.
Wow. Okay. I know I spent $10 this week, actually real money, on packs. Then I tried to get some characters, and I didn't get anything. Like I got Metagel and the upgrades for other characters, and then I bought a veteran pack, and I got a Krogan. I got it with my credits in game, and I got the Krogan Battlemaster. So I don't know. It's completely. I don't know if it's really random, quote unquote random, but or if you pay money, then they give you not so good stuff. I don't know how it works. I'm not.
I was considering the fact that guys spent $80 and
Yeah.
didn't get
There
anything,
you go.
then that's not the case. It is completely random. Someone like spent $80, got nothing, and then someone just does it like first time and gets what he wants.
Yeah.
That's random.
Is that
Yeah.
quote unquote random, or like?
I think it's random though, because some people just basically get really lucky, and other ones just have no luck whatsoever.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. If you pay real money, you're not gonna get anything. But if you play the game and you spend credits from the game, then you're gonna get something. Do they want you to pay until you get a character, or I don't know how. I'm not saying they're trying to steal your money, but it's kind of weird that it works that way. But anyway, I'm not blaming. I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but it's kind of a weird system. It's really kind of a weird system the way they do it.
Yeah.
I would have paid $5 to like 400 points or 800 points, and I would have gotten if they told me, hey, you have all the characters, all the guns, there you go, pay 800 Microsoft points, and you got them. I said, okay, perfect, there you go. Give me all the
They don't do
characters.
this on Call of Duty, do they?
Nope. Call of Duty,
No, it's just maps really. They just
you pay
charge.
$20 for 4 maps.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's not
Well,
characters
1,200
or guns
was-
or anything.
Well,
No.
1,200 points is, no, it's $15
Yeah.
for 4 maps. Well, that's,
No, it's just maps really. They charge like
Oh.
real money for.
hmm But anyway, I've been playing that, still enjoying the multiplayer a whole lot. I thought I'd be bored with it now, but not really. I keep playing and playing and playing. Always get invited. I have a bunch of friends who play it, and Derek plays it, and I got a couple of other guys who play it also. So
Are
it's
you
starting
gonna
their
try
own
for
life.
you gonna try for the gold maps and get that achievement?
Oh boy, I don't know. I completed 3 maps on silver.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how, because you need to have really good people, not stupid airheads that go out and get themselves killed.
Right.
Like you play sometimes with guys
Yeah.
run away
We've had our share of them.
yeah, they run away, they get themselves killed, and then they're stuck with 4 brutes, and like, are you going to go over there and save them, or are you going to
Yeah.
stay where you are? So you need to have people who know that they have to stick together, and they have to stick at the same place, and you need at least 2 people that can cloak, I think, because sometimes you need to evade the people, the enemies, to go reanimate people or stuff like that. I think gold would be pretty tough to complete all the maps on gold. I think that would be tough. Probably doable, but tough.
I just did my first silver there like not too long ago though. It's the first silver map. I forgot what the map was, but it just did the first silver one though, 'cause usually just did it in bronze.
Mhm.
And the first I got in silver before I think was like wave 9. So gold's pretty much a long ways off for me yet.
Well, gold apparently round 1 you start with. Well, let's say you're playing against how do you call them? The guys with the brutes and all that stuff there.
Reapers.
The Reapers, yeah. You get like 5 brutes and like
Yeah,
on round
Yeah,
one.
it'd be brutes and
Oh,
banshees and shit like that probably from the get-go, so
Yeah.
fuck that.
And they keep coming and coming. There's more and more. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. We'll see how it goes. But still very enjoyable. I've been playing some Binary Domain recently, and I gotta say that game is absolutely phenomenal. I never ever thought I would enjoy that game so much.
It's a sleeper hit pretty much because a lot of buzz about that game.
Yeah.
Like it just pretty much came out of nowhere though for a lot of people. Because I don't think I even heard of the game what it was until like shortly before it came out, and then when it came out, people were just like, "Oh, this game's great."
Yeah. I watched the Giant Bomb Quick Look, and I was like, "Oh, this game looks pretty decent." And Jeff was like, "Hey, this is a pretty good game." I said, "Okay, I found it for very cheap, so $20 over here." So
Oh, really? Wow.
yeah,
Jeez, and Zoe came out like a month or so ago, perhaps. It's only been like a month or so
yeah,
since it's been released.
yeah. I went in. I said, "Well,
Uh,
do you have binary domain?" He says, "Yeah, just we had to have it at $20." I'm like, "Really? Okay, well, I'll buy it." And been playing it, and it is really, it's really surprising. I mean, it's great. It's a great shooter. The story in it is very, very good. Like the chemistry between the characters. It's funny. Some bits in there are hilarious. Like one bit, I actually had to pause the game because I was laughing too much. Like, it's really, really good. Like the chemistry between the the whole group there is great, and it's really fun. It's really a good experience if you like shooters with a good story, not your brain dead Call of Duty type stuff. You should go out there and get. You should go out there and get Binary Domain. It's really,
it a
really
co-op?
cool. No, there's no co-op. That's what's surprising because you're always 2 people. I think there's only
There is a
one.
multiplayer perspective, I think.
There's a multiplayer. There's a horde type-ish mode and team deathmatch. I tried team deathmatch and I did not like it at all because, quite frankly, you can spawn kill in the multiplayer. Like you stand
Well, that's
Oh.
one
great.
place and just they spawn at the same place all the time, so you just shoot, and spawn kill. I got spawn killed a couple of times, so I said, "Yep, nope, not touching this anymore. No more multiplayer on this." But it's not for the multiplayer. Could have had no multiplayer, and it would have been amazing. I think co-op would have helped it, like Gears of War. Like you can play a couple of, you can have 2 or 3 or 4 people play, because there's always 2 people. You're always with somebody else, or always with 2 other people. So I think that would be, it would have benefited from co-op. It would have been really cool.
If
So-
they do a sequel, that'll probably be the case.
Yeah, probably.
How's
But the
the
game.
that voice recognition?
Oh yeah, the voice. I gotta say.
Big
Broken.
Big goat?
Yeah, I gotta say the voice recognition. I tried it. I actually tried it when I was with Darren.
Yeah, I was chatting online with him and he was trying to do it and like I don't think it was working whatsoever for him.
And then I tried it when I was alone, and it doesn't work really well. I put a couple of words in there, like shit and you idiot or stuff like that, and you have to repeat it like 5 times. You idiot, and it doesn't react. Like it doesn't do anything. But I mean, that's just a little minor setback from that game because it's quite frankly very, very, very good. It's very good, and I never expected to like it this much. But yeah, it's a great game. It's kind of tough, even on normal, but it's I actually can tough it out in this one. I usually cannot tough out hard games. Like I'm gonna say, gonna be started on easy.
Easy.
Yeah. I actually play on normal, and I got like there are bosses that are really, really tough. I got killed a couple of times, but
Have you ever played Vanquish?
No, I know it comes from the same.
Well, it's not the same team, no. It's the ones who did the Yakuza series now. But if you enjoy buying their main now and shooting robot, like try Vanquish though. It's kind of a more stylistic version of that game though,
Okay.
and it's very good. It's made by Platinum, who did he's doing Bayonetta, it did Bayonetta and doing
Okay.
Anarchy Reigns, which is coming out in the summer, which I'll be getting.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
Definitely
of that.
recommend Vanquish. It'll probably be pretty cheap nowadays anyway.
Heard a lot of good things about Vanquish. I should actually try that one out. But Binary Domain, yeah, I'm gonna try to finish that one up soon. I actually finished. I said I was gonna go back to Syndicate and try to play it, and then I said, no, I'm not. And then finally went back and started the game over on easy because I wanted
Did you
to.
start from the very beginning, or did you switch to this? Oh, like maybe you have to start.
You have to restart. You can't switch the
Oh,
difficulty
okay.
between the.
That's
Yeah, there is games that do that. But most games nowadays, you can just tackle the difficulty, set the difficulty during the game.
Yeah, well, that one you couldn't, so I just restarted the whole thing, and I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed what I played of it. The story's pretty good. Kind of an abrupt ending a little bit, but the story's pretty good. And as Derek said, we played a little bit of the multiplayer on there. That's pretty tough. If you're not 4 people, it's you get to a certain point you die.
I'll probably get it when it's cheaper. I'll probably be cheap now at the end of the month or so. I'll probably get it for my birthday, cause I'll probably just fucking be a spendthrift and just get a bunch of stuff on my birthday though. Cause a few years ago I spent like nearly £300 in games and shit and Belfast and stuff on my birthday.
But I don't think it sells. I don't think it sold a lot of copies. I don't think it was that popular.
Yeah, for a while there, we thought we were the only people in the whole world playing the multiplayer.
Yeah,
we couldn't get a
were
match. Though.
we were trying to get on this particular map, and we couldn't find anybody playing on that map. We were like, oh my god, are we the only people on the face of the earth playing this
We would
game?
do a quick match, and then we would join the same room every time.
Yeah, we would always find ourselves in the same, like each on each other's side. We'd say, okay, I'm trying quick match now. You try it on your side, and we'd end up getting in the same room together. And, oh my god, okay. So we actually set it to random maps, and then we could get into a couple of games. People are still playing that. People are really good at it. We were left in the dust pretty much, so we were okay. Well, it's
I
like
still
if you,
leveled up my stuff. That's good.
yeah, I think if you'd pick up Mass Effect multiplayer now, with a ton of people that I see online that are level 400, 500, 600, I'd say they're pretty much going to be a little bit better than you are, unless you're good at shooters. But I mean, if you pick up something halfway through, you're gonna have to climb that little hill there to get a little bit better at the game, I guess, like Call of Duty or something. But anyway, so I finished Syndicate, and I don't think nothing else really. I've been playing some MLBs, but you guys aren't interested in baseball, so I've been playing some baseball. So
Yeah, because it never comes out here though. Like I like to try that game. Though I know it's a bit more it's a bit more simulated, isn't it? More close like arcade. But like that, as I said before, that game never comes out here because
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a good game. Not
like I know if
I'm not as into it as I was in a couple of in past years. I don't know why.
probably more of the same, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same game. They change like 1 or 2 things every year, and the rosters naturally, but they've gotten into the Madden mode of it's the same game year after year except they change.
Yeah, if you just play too much of it, you're just gonna get burnt out though and get tired of the same formulaic stuff. Then.
Yeah, like last year I played 7 seasons, 7 complete seasons with my pitcher, and that's pretty much what.
It's 162 games.
Yeah, well, as a pitcher you play like every 5 games.
Oh, okay.
So that's still pretty much like 30, 40 games maybe per season, and that's a whole lot. I think I burnt myself out when I played last year because this year I'm a little bit less on the PS3 playing that game, but still a very good game, very good baseball game. And I think that's pretty much it. Might be getting into the Old Republic pretty soon with Derek, who actually happens to have a week pass for me. I think he told me that yesterday, so maybe get into
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know, but I have the ability to invite somebody and they play for a week.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Do you
not
still
playing
have
it.
the like beta? Do you have to still have the beta stuff, or did you delete it or whatever?
No, I still have everything on the hard.
Okay, that's. I think you probably just need to download like patches and that. Then I presume.
Probably, yeah. I think the whole game is on here somewhere. But I might get into that. I have been wanting to get into it. I'm not a MMO guy, but we'll see how
Well, I'm
it
not either.
goes. We'll see
I
how it
sold
goes. It's
my
still
way to
fun.
level 40, so.
Wow, okay. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, how about you, Darren? What have you been playing this week?
Yes, strap yourselves in, folks. I'll probably be talking for the next half an hour. Not really, hopefully not. I've been playing a bunch of stuff anyway. I know Dennis played this game. I don't know about Derek now. It's Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Yep.
No, it's the demo.
Alright, I actually got back into it pretty recently as well, though. I don't know, I just sort of picked it up, though, because I tried it a few times before to get back into it. It's like, I got bored within like 5-10 minutes, so, but then I just decided to pick it up again and actually got quite, not really into it now, where I played it for like hours on end, but like, I played it for like a couple of hours there, over like last week and the week before, though. It's a good game, I really do enjoy it, though. The fact is, people say don't play too much of the side quests
Yeah.
and things like that because you're just going to burn yourself out. And as I said, the problem is with me though, if I ever do see side quests, I have to go out of my way to do them, no matter how boring or like you know dull or whatever they are. I just have to do it. It's kind of a problem I tend to have though. Like Skyrim though, kind of want to do like most of the side quests and things like that,
Yeah,
just to extend the lifespan.
that's what I did with the side quests in Kingdoms of Amalur. Oh my god, they get really, really repetitive. Like, it's not
Because they're
Skyrim.
just
It's really...
Yeah, because they're basically just like, you know, typical sort of MMO style quests though. So if you basically played a lot of MMOs, then some of the stuff you're going to see here is pretty much the same. Like, kill so many enemies, go here and get this item and bring it back, etc., etc. And it's just like, does tend to get repetitive and boring after a while.
Yeah.
I think I did mention that before though, but like it's a good game though. Like I was actually really looking forward to that game when it came out. I got it, but like I was still playing Final Fantasy 13 2 at the time, because it came out like the week or two afterwards, and I was just like, yeah, I'll just wait till I'm done with it though, and then I just didn't bother then. It's a good game though. I know a guy I know, he's been playing it as well. None of you guys know him though, but I talked to him on Twitter and a forum I visit, Ben, who's also a Canadian.
Okay.
So he's been playing it there recently as well, and he's been enjoying it though as well. So, another game that I've been playing, I played is WWE All Stars. Since I got it a couple of weeks ago for like £10 in CEX. You liked WWE All Stars, didn't you, Dennis?
Yeah, it's a good game. It's really it's more of a fighting game type of WWE thing. Like you have
Yeah,
the
just
Mortal Kombat. Well, there's no blood or anything, but I mean like you can juggle the wrestler in the air for a couple of seconds, and the whole old versus new stuff is really good also. Like you can play
yes.
Macho Man against I don't know, Sheamus or something, or you know, it's like you can wrestle both eras, and there's storylines in there. There's Undertaker, Randy Orton,
On the
New
Generation X.
Generation X, yeah. It was
Yeah,
a great game. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it.
yes, I think I rented it though when it came out last year, and I quite liked it, so I did. and therefore I'd seen it there. I wanted to pick it up for like the longest time though, but I just didn't really want to pay too much for it now. But I then just seen it for £10. Like, yeah, I think it's the right time to get it now, and I really do enjoy it though. It's very enjoyable though. It's very fun, like arcade wrestling
Yeah.
game though. If you're not fussed on the SmackDown games, if you don't like that kind of more like towards maybe simulation stuff or not, this is probably the game for you though, because I think it's probably the best WWE game that's come out for a while though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Agreed.
and I hope there is like a WWE All Stars 2 or something along the lines of that kind of game though.
There's
Because
gonna
it's just
be. I'm pretty sure they're gonna release another WWE All Stars.
yes, like I would actually, I know it's kind of this is kind of a bit blasphemy to some now, but I actually rather prefer if they did something like this every year as opposed to the WWE SmackDown games, because honestly, those games have gotten fucking stale.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't really agree. Like WWE 12,
Which I hated.
you hated
Well, I didn't hate. I just didn't. No, well, the controls. I didn't like the controls, which pretty much just killed it for me. Then
Well,
I rented it.
y-
Didn't like it.
okay. Well, you need to play the. Did you play the Universe mode?
No.
Like I played that, and that's when I said, yeah, this game is really like the wrestling. I mean, the game playing uh, facet of it is not that good. I mean, like it's really repetitive, really stale.
It's just still the same. From even though they're saying we're doing these changes, we're doing these changes. Nope.
Yeah,
Still the same gameplay. It's been there since flipping what? Here Comes the Pain or whatever, or
pretty much.
a little afterwards.
But the universe mode where you can actually, if they would refine the universe mode a little bit and put like they did in Here Comes the Pain or other where you have a general manager mode where you can prepare your show, say what type of match you want, who's going to feud with who for how many weeks, because they don't have that in the universe mode. But if you could do it uh, in the game, that would be fantastic because I really enjoyed universe mode. I mean, when JR won the ECW title, I had never laughed so much in my entire life. Like,
Good God Almighty! I won the ACW title.
that was, I mean, there's fun to be had there. There's something behind that needs to be exploited. But the whole wrestling, playing, when you get reversed like 99% of the time, like Darren told me.
Yeah, that kills it.
Yeah.
That's what kills it for me.
That's
though,
my
'cause
problem with that WWE All Stars. I kept on getting reversed all the time.
Yeah,
You do get reversed in it though, but it's not as bad. It's nowhere near as bad as the SmackDown games. Even if you're playing a normal low, every flipping other move you always get reversed. And like trying to reverse them, it's flipping ridiculous because it's so effing minuscule the window you have. Even if you do press at the right time, you think you did, but to me sometimes it seems it's completely random. Like you press at the right
Yeah.
time, it doesn't work, and then you do it like the same time again, and it all of a sudden works.
yeah. And if you put it on easy, like I did, you just blow through everything. Like
Yeah.
it's really, really easy. Like you reverse everything from them, and it gets too easy. Like I like my games easy, as everybody knows now, but that was like too easy. Like I became world champion in like 2 weeks.
Like I played Here Comes the Pain on like legend difficulty, like the hardest difficulty, and I can remember reversing easily in it, and I can actually like do very well in that game. But like since it's gone on now, I
Yeah.
just think the window has just gotten smaller and smaller, and just makes it near impossible to reverse now.
Yeah, they need to fix that. Honestly, they need to fix the gameplay. Put the gameplay from All Stars into WWE 12. Refine the universe mode a little bit. Put a general manager thing behind that, and you got yourself a very good wrestling game. That's what they need to do.
Since I was talking to Dennis there, I might actually get the WWE All-Star, the WWE 12 WrestleMania edition, which is like the game with all like the DLC stuff that's come out for it.
Yeah,
I think it's out next month, so it is. It's like £20 odd, I believe.
Mhm.
So I actually might get it and just give it another shot then and see if my opinion changes. So I might try to get used to controls though. But like I didn't really have that much problem with the controls now. I like the whole analog stick stuff and out there, but don't know why they just changed. Like they changed certain things though, and just find it kind of awkward to like do certain moves.
But I think there's a way to put it like change the controls like they would be like old school controls. I think I've seen something like that you can change um, the pattern of the controls. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm probably
Don't
talking
there was
out of my
controls.
ass.
I don't know if there was
Mhm.
any. If there
Okay.
was, I should check if there is though, because that'd be great though. But I think I doubt it though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing that there. Playing a few other. Let's see now. What I've been playing as well. Kid Icarus Uprising. I'd like mentioned this in the last episode as well. And the fact is that that game's not friendly for left-handed people, which I am. And I still think it's a great game. I actually haven't even played any of multiplayer yet though with anyone. I haven't played it whatsoever. I just basically playing the single player, but not a whole lot of it now. Again, I still think like the controls for that are not great though. And like someone mentioned it though, and I think it was in another podcast or something. I think it was I think it was Patrick Klepper on a Giant Podcast said this would have been great on the Wii, and I actually agree with him. I think this game would have been great on the Wii. I think the controls for it would have been absolutely perfect because you just use the nunchuck to move around with Pit, and then just use the Wiimote pointer to point at the enemy. That would have just been perfect. No matter if you're left-handed or right-handed, that would have been perfect though. But I think they just wanted to put in the 3DS to sort of have actually more, big games for that system though.
Hmm.
So they would, but the controls is like a good game and all, it's a great game and all. Just controls kind of kill a little for me though. But you do get used to them though. But it is a bit of a annoying though. So it is at the end of the day. You haven't got a 3DS, have you, Derek?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you know what, it's a good system. Like it's actually been out a year now since it's released though, and I got like when it came out, and kind of regretted getting it when it came out because there was hardly anything for it.
Hmm.
But like at least I got that ambassador thing, which was kind of worth it in a way though, because I got GBA games and NES games for free, which is nice. Even though some people thought that was like, nah, that's not really worth it. Another game that I've been two games on the Wii that I've been playing. One of them is Xenoblade Chronicles, which has just recently been released in North America.
Hmm.
So it has been, and there's a few people on my Twitter have been playing it though, and one guy is basically not loving it though, just kind of doesn't see the whole appeal to it though, which I could see where he's coming from though, because I think it's a good game. It's not absolutely fantastic now, but what the heck was that? Okay. Anyway, as I said, this Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm playing this game because I'm part of this thing called the Gentleman's Challenge on this forum I visit, Pete's Game Room forum, and the Gentleman's Challenge is that you basically get paired up with someone else. I mentioned this before though, but for people who might start, for you two mainly, who don't know what I'm talking about, don't know what it is that you get paired up with someone else. So, and you give a list of like games, backlog of your games, not like all of them now, just like some of them. And basically someone selects a game for you to do, like you must complete this game by a certain date, which is May the 12th in this case, so it is. And you can give them extra objectives to do, like you have to complete this game without dying, or you have to complete this game without any hints or FAQs whatsoever. And you have to complete it by a certain date. And if you do it, you are redeemed as a gentleman. You are a gentleman, but if you're not, you are considered a rascal.
Okay.
And it's just basically a little thing to sort of, try to help you with your backlog now. And I was teamed up with a guy called Muru Guru, who's known as Taylor in this forum, and he selected Xenoblade Chronicles for me, which I actually was saying on the forum that I kind of wanted to get, though. I was kind of hinting that I wanted to get this game, wanted to play it again, because I just stopped playing it all of a sudden back in September, August, September. I got it, and I have to finish it I have to finish the game and then go through New Game Plus and beat this level 90 monster in it, though, which will take a while, because I'm quite still early on in the game, and it's going to take probably at least an hour, 50 or so hours, probably, at least. And I chose Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story for him, which absolutely love that game, and when I seen it on this list, I was like, yep, that's that there, or Kami. It was one of those two I was going to pick, and chose Bowser's Inside Story, which is a fantastic game on the DS. I know you couldn't care less about Xenoblade because it's on the Wii, and it's a JRPG, but it's a very good game, though. Really do like it, though. It's a very...
I was going to say, does that have anything to do with Xenogears or any of those games?
I think someone's on those game team might have been behind it or something. It might have been the same development team. I'm not entirely sure, though.
Was there anything story-related connect?
Nah, I don't think there is, though, because I never played any of those games. Like, Xenogears never was released here. Xenosaga, there's like Xenosaga, there's like 3 episodes of it or something, and only the second episode was ever released here, which I kind of find a bit silly. When it's kind of like a trilogy, and only the second one's released. But no, it's not. I don't think that it does tie anything with the other games in that the Xeno universe now.
Does it have like giant robots or anything like the Xenogears did? Because I have that game. I played it long ago.
Well, there's these enemies called the Mechon in it, which are kind of like these giant sort of robotic-looking creatures. So, if you go online and look for videos and see the Mechon, and you can see they're kind of like robotic-looking monsters. So,
but you don't pilot anything or control any mechs or anything?
No.
Okay.
Not at the moment, though. I don't know if that changes now, but not at the moment. I've like played about it for like 30 odd hours, so not at the moment. If you thought Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning was bad with side quests, this game takes the cake, because you get a shitload of side quests in this game, and I mean a shitload. Because if I actually just ignored the side quests there was to do in this game and just go through the main story and just did like one every so often, I probably would be near the end at this point.
Wow. Okay.
I probably would be, or maybe just at least halfway through the game anyway. But there's just like so many quests to do. Though, like I don't know why they're doing them, because again they're mostly like MMO style quests. You know, kill this enemy, get so many of this enemy and return it, though. And the thing is, well, some of the quests you do, you just have to do this mission, and all of a sudden just pops up that you've done it, and you get like the money or whatever. Then you don't have to go back to the, like the person who gave it to you. And the thing is, well, this game has this like fast travel. So wherever you've been to a different earlier location, you just have to go to this map and choose the location, and go to this like certain checkpoint on it, and then choose it, and then you just fast travel to it then, which is very convenient. So it is for if you want to go back to an earlier area in the game. The other game that I've been played there, I got on Thursday I played it for like a couple of hours, was Pandora's Tower, which is the only game on the Operation Rainfall trilogy. Do you know what Operation Rainfall is, Dennis?
Nope, I don't. Absolutely not.
Operation Rainfall was this sort of little campaign that this bunch of guys did, that they wanted to get these certain games released in North America, and the games were Xenoblade Chronicles, The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower. And the thing was though that they were kind of announced to come right here though, shortly after I think this campaign started. I was like, great, this is great. We're getting these games and not there.
Oh.
But as I said, it's a campaign to try to get these games into North America, so the war. And well, at the moment you got two of them. You got Xenoblade Chronicles, which was being released, and the last story is coming to North America in the summertime, I believe.
Okay.
But Pandora's Tower is yet to be announced for North American release. But we got there last week, on Thursday. It came out on Friday though, but I get on Thursday because I get games the day before. And it's like a sort of action, hack and slash game, so it is, which is it's reminiscent of the 3D Castlevania games on the PS2 if you've played any of them.
Yeah.
Like Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness.
Okay.
It's kind of similar to it in a way, in terms of like gameplay. It's a pretty good game now. It's basically you have to go to this place called the 13 Towers. And basically you have to go through each of these towers in it and basically kill the boss and get its master flesh to bring it back to this girl at this observatory to basically lift this curse that she has. Because if she doesn't eat this flesh, she becomes this like grotesque monster. And like there's like this part of her, like this big skin thing coming out of her, and she looks like something out of Resident Evil. So she does, so, but the thing is, well, a lot of people might be turned off by this as well. Like, every time you go back to the tower and do, like, a different tower, you have a time limit. Because you're kind of connected with her in a way, though, and there's this little timer at the bottom left-hand corner, though, so if you're not fussed on time limit things in games, then this is not the game for you. So it is, that's what it isn't.
Okay.
But it's a good game though. I'll probably go back and do it though, but I kind of want to try to focus on Xenoblade though and try to get it finished for the end of that Gentleman's Challenge.
Do you have another challenge lined up yet?
No,
not yet.
I think I have one for you.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna like it.
I think I know where you're going with the challenge.
You can tell me what it is after I'm done here. The thing is though, Liam actually gave me a game as well though to do, Deadly Premonition, which I pretty much have ignored completely.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Too busy playing other games. As most of us are, we tend to do this. So we usually get games and then just ignore other games. We buy way too many games.
Yeah.
We're just gamerholics, pretty much. I am Darren, and I am a gamerholic.
You need to concentrate on one game or two.
Yeah. Oh yes, actually, I think I know what game he's talking about now. Derek. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a few moments. And finally, game that I played yesterday, which I was actually surprised I got yesterday, because it actually doesn't come out until Tuesday here in the UK. I believe it's in the States as well on Tuesday, is it?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yes, 17th of April. I was surprised I got though yesterday, because I believe it doesn't come out until Tuesday. And that is The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, the Enhanced Edition for the Xbox 360. I got it like 4 days early. Unless the date, I'll just have to check, unless the date was been moved. I don't exactly know, but I believe beforehand it was Tuesday came out here. But surprisingly it did come out. I did get it. And I played like maybe an hour or so of it. And it's very good. I really do enjoy it. I actually did get it last year. If you go on my channel, I actually did an unboxing of the premium edition of that game on the PC, and maybe played like maybe 5 minutes of it or so, and just never like picked it up again. Maybe because the fact is, the game it looked gorgeous, but the thing is, it didn't really run just very, very well though to sort of, really settle playing it now.
Your PC couldn't handle it, or?
No, it could handle it now. Like if I play, like ultra is like high and ultra not there. Like I put it on ultra settings.
Yeah.
Forget it. I wasn't gonna run it now.
Okay.
High settings, it was like a bit stable though, kind of like hitches or so, but it still wasn't really tolerable to play at. And like medium, I think was probably all right then though.
Mhm.
But like this, I don't know why I just didn't play it then, and just said, yeah, I'd just rather just play this on the 360 though, so I know it'll be stable though and don't have any big problems with it then, except for just if the 360 just died on me then.
Okay.
But it's a good, it's still, even if of course it's not going to look as good as the PC version if you have like a beefed up system now, because that game, if you have a great system, looks absolutely gorgeous. Just definitely one of the best looking PC games out there. Even the 360 version, of course, there is going to be sacrifices like detail and certain things and things like lighting and shadowing and stuff like that. It's not going to be, going to be shown on the 360 version. But even that, it still looks great though. It still looks very, just very good looking game though, and quite, of course, it's a quite mature game.
Yeah.
It has its naughty language.
Boobies.
It has, yes, it has its boobies. Derek actually asked me if it was censored beforehand yesterday on Twitter, and I basically replied back to him saying, well, considering the fact the prologue stuff, I just seen tits there, then I take that as a no.
Yeah, I didn't think that your version would be censored at all.
Yeah, so, well, it has an 18 certificate on the front, so I take that as no, it wouldn't be censored then.
Yeah, I think there's boobs in like the first 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, because you're like sleeping with this character called Trish Marigold, who's the character in the first game now. I never played through the first game. I played like up to like middle of chapter 2 or like act 2, because like 5 acts. I played like middle of the act 2,
Mhm.
and it's a great game as well. I have to get back into it. But I was actually talking to people on Twitter saying as well, should I just go back to play the first one though? Is it really necessary to play through the second one to get like references to stuff that happened or like story or whatever? And people said, nah, not really. I was like, okay, I'll just play it then. But I'm not gonna play it now though, because like I said, Xenoblade's probably gonna be my main priority for the next month or so, and then once I'm done with it, I'll probably stick to Witcher 2 then, because there's nothing really coming out in May that I can say that I really want to get and like play all of a sudden now.
So you're not into Diablo 3?
I'll get Diablo 3 props
Mhm.
if you guys are getting it or whatever.
I'm getting it for
like,
sure.
Yep,
Definitely.
I pre-ordered it already.
Yeah, if he's going to get it and like offer co-op, definitely I'll play, because I really would like to play that game, because unfortunately I never got into the whole, like I never had a great PC
Mhm.
early 2000s or whatever when that game came out, so I never got into the whole Diablo 2 online craze that happened.
But
So
Diablo isn't early 2000s, is it? There.
it's 2000, I believe, it
2000?
came out.
Really?
It is that old game. So it is. I think the first one came out in '96 or something.
Yeah.
or
Okay.
97.
Yeah. The first one was 96.
And the second
yeah.
one came out in 2000, I believe, or 99, 2000.
Mhm.
I'll have to check there. I'll look for it later.
Okay.
But like, yeah, Diablo 3, I think I have to pre-order it still though. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting it now. So will be.
No Max Payne.
Nah, because I want to play through the first two first.
Okay.
But that's kind of ironic saying that though, considering the fact I'm going to want to be playing The Witcher 2 when haven't even played the first one. And I actually played Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. I played through it without even finishing any of the other two in that trilogy.
Okay.
So that's great game though. It's very mature though. It's boobies, it's very naughty language and gore and blood, and if you're like that, if you're kind of into that crazy shit, then it's gonna be a good game. And I think it's a game I'd absolutely love though when I get into it more though, but just don't have the time at the moment.
I'm still
And
unsure if I'm gonna get that one. I kind of want to, but I don't know if I'm ready to get into another RPG experience that's gonna last me 150, 160 hours or something. I'm not sure I want to get back into that right now.
I'll probably be RPG flipping burned out by the time, because the fact is, I played through Final Fantasy 13 2 this year already. I played through Mass Effect 3,
Mm-hmm.
which Final Fantasy 13 2, like those two are not the largest RPGs though, but they're still like kind of sizable ones anyway. Like Final Fantasy 13 2, 25, 30 hours.
No.
Mass Effect 3, maybe like
40.
30, 40 hours, like depending on the side quest you do.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're still sizable though. So actually going into Xenoblade Chronicles now and doing it, it's like suicide in a way.
Yeah. 100-something hours. Kingdoms of Amalur, another
Yeah.
80, 90 hours if you do everything.
Yeah, pretty much suicide. But I'm not gonna go to Kingdoms of Amalur. I'll probably leave it for the time being as well, because I can't focus on like 2-3 RPGs at once. That's nuts.
Rich Gallup wants you to play Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yes, and get the DLC as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I will eventually. Not at the moment. And I pretty much have bored everyone to death now by rambling on, and that's pretty much all I can remember. Well, I played like Naruto and God of War, but like I'm not gonna go on now. That's enough for me.
You play a lot of games during the week.
Well, this has been like the last 2 weeks
Okay.
really though. Like it's been 2 weeks since we did a podcast, so it's pretty much been the last 2 weeks that's been. So
Okay. And what about the challenge, Derek, you want to talk about?
I know what it is anyway. I'm just gonna say it. Dead Space 2, isn't
Yes,
it?
I challenge you to Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't even have to do anything special. You can just finish it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing as well, because Shayna says, well, because a while back I actually said on Twitter, I'm gonna do guys, choose a game from this list here. I'm gonna give yous to vote on and for me to complete next. I forget which game I just finished though. I think it was early on this year. I think I might have just finished like Rayman Origins or Warhammer or something, I believe. And I choose like Batman, Arkham City, and Dead Space 2 and a few other games.
Spice Marines.
Spice Marines! Yeah, I finished it as well. It's a good game. And the people, most people voted for Dead Space 2, which I did play for like maybe about an hour, and then just stopped playing it again.
Is it too hard, or you just don't have any interest?
Fantastic game.
I don't know why though. Like I absolutely loved the first one. I absolutely loved it. And I pre-ordered the second one. I got it when it came out. I played it like for a couple of like a few days, like number of hours, and then this like Saturday, so like I just stopped playing it and didn't go back to it for months and months, like nearly a year I think it was since I last played it. When I
Okay.
picked it up there,
What chapter are you on?
I think it was chapter 7.
Okay.
So it was.
How many
So
are
like
there, Derek? 14?
I think there's 14 isn't there?
Yeah, I think so.
Like halfway through the game. I think it was 6 or 7 now, one of those two. I don't know, I think I might just have to be in the mood to play that game, perhaps.
It is a freaking good game. I didn't really enjoy the first one, but the second one is awesome. It's really, really good.
Well, you're nuts to saying that, though, because the first one's awesome.
Yeah,
That could be
I
a
like the
bit-
first game a lot.
That could be a
One of my
challenge for
favorite
me. Go back and play
But
it.
like, yeah, but I have to play through Dead Space 2, so maybe down the line, though, when there's like nothing coming out over the summer, which is tends to be the case, I'll try to slot it in there.
At least it's not as long as these RPGs you're playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, playing these 80-hour epics.
How about
I
we do
put up
a
this-
gentleman's challenge for all us three? Like we pick games for the other two to play. That would be
Well, we could do that next time though, because I have to get a list of games that like in your backlog or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have enough fucking Japman challenge stuff already though. So I'll just you can do one over for each of yous now. Like Dennis, you choose one for Derek, and Derek, you can choose one for Dennis now because I have enough on my flipping basket to
I need to
handle.
see what Derek has. He hasn't finished.
You don't want to.
I've said Deadly Premonition, which unfortunately I'll probably never do though. Like I gave him Kingdom Hearts, and I don't think he actually has played it whatsoever either. So I don't know what's going to be the case.
I played the first Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I was the game I chose him to do for our little gentleman's challenge,
Oh.
so it did.
Okay.
So it was. And I don't think, from what I can see on Twitter and out there, I don't think he's played it whatsoever. He's just been like doing stuff on Twitch TV, playing like Zelda games and out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll try to play Dead Space 2 when I'm in the mood. That's probably the best thing though. Like I did play Dead Space and actually like stopped playing it for like maybe a month or two.
Wow,
I was
man,
like-
Dead Space 2 came out with beginning of 2011.
Yeah.
That's been a while
Yeah.
now.
No, this is like the first Dead Space.
Yeah, but Dead Space 2, you said
Yeah, it's like I
picked
got
it
it
up like 4 months after, but this one has been, what, 14, 15 months now?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So like yeah, that's exactly it. Like Dead Space was like one of the first games I finished in 2009.
Dead Space
So-
3 is going to come out and you won't have it. You won't.
I have 2 finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of fucking games in my basket pretty much to play through. Like I have to get Assassin's Creed Revelations. I want to have to try to
Yeah,
finish
that's
it
what I
before
have to do.
it comes out as well. But the tower defense stuff kind of. Like I always said, I've only played one of it and it sucked.
Yeah. That's what made me
And
stop playing that game.
That's the general consensus from what I've been seeing on the net as well. Some people think it's good, but just to hate the tower defense stuff. So anyway, let's get going into I think this is going on nearly 2 hours now, and it's like Jesus Christ, we've been rambling on. So I think we should just go to what we've been watching to round this thing off now. So Derek, what have you been watching?
I'll just mention a couple things. I started watching Game of Thrones a couple weeks ago when the Blu-ray came out. I watched the first 6 episodes. I think there's only 10 episodes in the season.
Yes.
I had never read the books, and all I've heard is good things about the show. So I just bought it without knowing really anything about it. And it's definitely a really, really good show. I mean, we sat there and watched, like 3 episodes in one sitting and then 3 episodes in another sitting. It's definitely a really
That's
good
good,
show.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's more of a drama set in like Lord of the Rings type style.
Yeah, if people are just not sure about Game of Thrones and think it's going to be something like Lord of the Rings now, like really, really fantasy stuff, you're going to see like dragons and
No, yeah,
elves and
no.
things like that. Definitely not the case in this here. It's more of like politics and like war and things like that now in this
Yeah.
though. But it's very, very good though. Like it came on here like last year in April, watched it and absolutely loved it.
I need to
It's
start
very-
watching that. I need to start because I'm like Derek. I haven't watched one episode. I kind of catch glimpses of because it's on at the same time as Raw over here, like on HBO Canada, and I kind of catch a couple of glimpses of it. It looks really good. I need to watch the first season and then get into the second one. I really have.
I
Yeah.
will mention that it's very gratuitous.
Yeah.
So some of you may like that and some of you may not.
Yeah, if you watch shows like maybe True Blood as well, it has its nudity and it has its language as well. So
But that's
It's worth it though. It's definitely worth watching.
it is definitely like that was one of the things I loved as well. The fact is like that when it first started here last year and like a few weeks later or something, my dad texted me and said, "Did you know that Game of Thrones like was filmed in Northern Ireland?" I was like, "Fucking what? That's awesome!" Like so, some scenes are filmed in Northern Ireland, which I just makes me love that series even more now. Because like nothing ever gets filmed here though, but for something like that kind of big. It's like a lot of people love it though. To get filmed in your own country, it's just really
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, but like I'm glad to see you enjoying it though, because I love that series, and I've been watching the second series that's on at the moment.
Yeah, I have season 2 just started like April 1st or something. So
Yeah, like the second episode just aired there last week, and the third one will be on tomorrow night in the States, and then the following week we get it the night after you, so we do. It's on the Sunday night in the States, and then Monday night here.
okay, I don't even have HBO, so I'll have to see if there's another route to take to watch season 2.
Yeah, you can always go the the bad way.
Right. I will mention I started watching Futurama. I never really watched it when it was on. I mean, I think there's still new episodes on Comedy Central.
I think they are doing new episodes, because it was one of those shows that got cancelled, and then like a lot of years later, I think due to like demand and that, they just came back.
Right.
And have been doing. Like I actually heard, I don't know if it's the case though, but I heard that it was not going to be the original voice actors.
I think it is. I've watched some of the new ones, and it sounds. I mean, I've seen some episodes before, but it sounds the same.
Yeah, like that was the case when there was like coming back there, like news of it was coming back though, to say like like some of the original voice actors for the series wasn't coming back or something, but I guess that wasn't the case.
My wife has all the DVDs, and then I think it's also on Netflix, so I can have a couple different options there. But I just never got into it when it was on Fox, and I decided I'd could try and get back into it. And it's pretty good so far. I only watched the first 3 episodes, but then I've seen bits and pieces of different episodes throughout the years.
I watched it when it first came on here in Sky One, so I did, and like watched the flock of episodes, and then I said, nah, it's all right. It's just no Simpsons. Because I just tried to compare it too much to Simpsons back then, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't think that now, because Simpsons is not that great now.
No. It's not.
Because I think around that time when Future Reader came out was when Simpsons was starting to decline, in my opinion.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I'll mention, I watch certain shows every week, like Big Bang Theory, The Office, Family Guy, Simpsons, and American Pickers, and Grimm. We watch those every week, so I've been watching those like usual, but nothing else.
What do you think of the US? What do you think of The Office now? Because I don't know why. That's a series that I just want to try out, though.
Once Steve Carell left, it definitely went downhill. I mean, I don't like it as much. Sometimes the episodes are okay, but it's definitely not as good without him there.
Yeah, it's actually airing here at the moment, the last season that he was in, though, so we're pretty behind when it's like the first 5 seasons are on Netflix UK, and the Comedy Central channel here is airing the season 7 episodes at the moment, which I know is the last season with him in it.
Right.
So I don't know why, like when I watch a certain show on there. I watch Frasier a lot, so I do. Even though I've watched it numerous times, but I love that show. And like it gets like gets like advertised pretty regularly, and just don't know why. I just kind of want to try it out though, and I might try it out like sometime in the future.
The Office or
The Office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching up till right before Steve Carell leaves. It's really good. Then it kind of went downhill a little bit when he was there at the end, and then now it's definitely way downhill. So.
Like, is there anyone replaced him now? Or, like, who is it? Do you know?
Yeah, there is, but they're kind of changing it again. Who they're replacing him with? So.
Was it someone like actually known or some?
No, I don't know who she is. She's some redheaded like British woman or something.
I'll have to look online and see if I recognize.
For a while, it was Andy. I don't know what the actor's name is. He's a character in the show. He replaced him for a while, and then before that, it was James Spader, who he's still on the show, but he's not like the office manager. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think they really know who they want to stay in that role.
I'll probably go soon probably now, because probably I assume ratings probably have dropped perhaps for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I wouldn't be surprised. So that's basically all for me. Dennis, you been watching anything special?
Hello?
He's not there.
Oh, he's there now.
I'm here. Sorry. Nephew is here, so I have to put stuff on mute sometimes.
No problem.
Okay, I didn't get the last question. Was there a question or something?
Oh,
Just what have you been watching?
What have I been watching? What have I been watching? I don't watch a lot of stuff, since, Walking Dead is pretty much finished until, October probably? So what I watch,
Still have to watch it.
what I watch is pretty
Comics.
much, you read the comic. Yeah, I have to read the comics. How much are there now? 88, 89,
like 95 issues.
95? Okay. I have to buy
It
all
goes by
those.
pretty
Well,
quick.
isn't there like
so
a
if you
big ass
read the
companion or
trade.
something?
Yeah, there's trade paperbacks.
Okay. So I have to get that.
Or there's digital versions too. Whatever.
Digital versions? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
probably get that instead. Read them while I'm on vacation this summer. Um, what I watch, you guys probably, don't really care. I watch WWE Raw, so, I watch pretty much that every week. Brock Lesnar has returned to full-time wrestling now, so
He almost died.
Yeah.
yeah, he almost died. He had I think his kidney, something with his kidneys or something when he was in the UFC.
Kidney failure or something, was it?
Yeah, something like that. And he almost died. And he just hold on a second here, my nephew.
Distracting you. Yeah, it's just saying Brock Lesnar's return, so he has.
Well, he's from Minnesota,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
he's from Minnesota.
representing.
He went to university there, I think.
Yeah.
So now they're building a whole storyline with him and John Cena now. So we'll see how that goes. So I've been watching that. I've been watching some baseball since baseball started back up 2 weeks ago. So I've been watching a
So
couple of games.
Who do you root for?
My team's the Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox. I know a lot of people don't like the Boston Red Sox, but yeah, and that's my team.
They're called Yankee fans.
Yeah, most of them.
That's all I know about baseball, really. Like the Yankees and Red Sox are kind of like sort of the fans are like they're kind
Yeah,
of
it's
like
the whole Babe Ruth thing that happened there. So that's been going on. I've been watching a lot of baseball. I got MLB TV on the Xbox 360, so I'm here because my nephew, as you can see, is deaf. So he's no, I've been watching a lot of baseball with MLB TV, paid to have it on the 360. So been watching a lot of that. Watched a couple of the games last night. Actually, thing that's cool about that is that you can have two screens at the same time. Like you're watching on the left, you watch a game, and you watch another game on the right, and you can
That's
switch
cool.
between. So been watching a little bit of that, and
yeah, we have that for like sometimes for like certain events here that we just press this like thing on the red button, interactive thing, and then there's like these different screens that you can just select and choose from, like
yeah,
it's like certain football matches or like certain like athletic event.
yeah. Well, I've been enjoying that since it cost me a pretty penny to get the MLB.
What was it, like
version.
$120 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, with taxes in Canada, it's 138. So
Is that a
Okay.
one-time fee or is there a monthly fee? Or
it's a
something?
1 year fee. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so it's a little
Well, it's not
expensive.
really.
That's not too bad, I guess, for a year.
Yeah, well, you can watch every freaking. I can't watch the Blue Jays because they're in Toronto and we get about a blackout here in Montreal.
Yeah.
Can't watch it.
Wow.
I can't watch the Blue Jays games, but I can watch every other game, any game I want, all in HD all the time. I have it on my phone. I can watch the games on my phone with the premium, so I can watch on my computer. So I have everything settled for the MLB. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty much what I've been watching. Not a big TV guy, so I don't watch a lot of stuff on TV. I need to watch Game of Thrones, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, get the Blu-ray for it or DVD or something. It's a great series.
There's like a ton of special features. One of like episode 6 was on a disc by itself, and that was it. There's no other episodes on that disc. It's
Wow.
weird.
Okay. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I need to start watching that. Sorry about the noise, by the way. Yeah, I need to start watching that. But that's pretty much what I've been watching. So.
Well, I haven't really been watching a whole lot either. Like, I've watched Game of Thrones, like I mentioned, the season 2 kicked off, and the first 2 episodes have been quite interesting indeed, and really enjoying it though. I know there's a few people that I know online absolutely love Game of Thrones, and some of them have actually read the books as well, so they kind of know what's happening and what's going to happen with the characters and out there. But it's a good show indeed, though. From what you've watched, Derek, do you have a favorite character?
Favorite character? Well, I like what's his name? The head of the Starks, Ned. I mean, I like him.
Okay.
But,
Edward Stark.
I guess I don't really have any other, because they're all kind of like assholes to each other. I mean, I do like that. What the hell's that guy's name? Is it Peter Dinklage? Is the actor name, I think?
Yeah, Tyrion Lannister.
I like him, but I don't know if he's like, like evil or a bad guy or what. But he's a really good actor.
Yeah, I love. He's my favorite character. I absolutely love. He just plays that part superbly. I think he was nominated for like a Golden Globe or something. Like, I don't know if he won it now. But I know he was nominated for one anyway.
Yeah, he's really good. That's for sure. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I have any favorites at the moment. I guess there's only 4 more episodes, so.
Yeah. Well, let's just say this. I don't know if you know, but episode 9 kind of ends in a big sort of shock.
Well, I think I kind of been spoiled by something on Twitter, so I won't say anything here. But
oh, but you probably know what happened then, did you? Yeah. I didn't know anything about it though, but like when I seen it, so I was like, yeah, I kind of knew that was coming though, because I had an idea that was going to come though, even though I didn't really get it spoiled for myself though. But
everybody's out to get everybody, so I mean,
yeah,
I expected something.
But like, yeah, I love Tyrion Lannister though. I love Joffrey as well. He is just an absolute massive fucking prick.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays him, I believe he's actually from Northern Ireland as well, or Ireland anyway.
He looks weird. He looks like a Ken doll or something.
Yeah. So he is. But like he plays that part superbly though, and he's just an absolute prick. He was actually in Batman Begins as well, so he was. The guy who plays, I forget his name. I forget the first name. It's Gleason. His name is though, the surname. I forget that. I forget
Which
the surname though.
Which actor are you talking about?
The guy who plays it's a guy who plays Joffrey in the Stone series. He's like the king. So he's just this young guy. So he was in Batman Begins for like, I think probably a bit part in it, and he's like in this here. He's like a big character in the Game of Thrones series. So like I've been watching it though. I've still been watching. I mentioned this last week as well. That last time, True Blood. I really like that series. I know some people couldn't care less. You too, especially.
My wife watches that, or she likes it anyway.
Yeah, I don't like Twilight. Not to say I don't like Twilight though. It's just I don't like that sort of whole vampire thing. Even though some people say True Blood's kind of the same, though it's a bit more mature. But I just like the sort of like things that happen in that series though, and I think this has been the best series yet.
I watched the first few episodes, and I don't know, I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it's probably so it's not for everyone now, but like season 4 is on here at the moment though. It's like the penultimate episode's on tomorrow night, and then the last episode's on next week. I know it's been over for months in the States now. It's been over since August because it starts in June. and then goes through to August, and we don't get it till, like
Yeah.
January, February here.
I think it's a summer thing, right?
Yeah, it sucks because we don't get it for like months later. But like I've been really enjoying it though, and there's a few characters in that, there's some characters that are really enjoyable to watch as well. So, but it's a very good series. I really enjoy it. I also want to talk briefly about WrestleMania, even though it's like a few weeks ago now. So you can shut off here, Derek.
Okay.
Yeah, if you remember our last episode, me, Dennis, and Liam, and Donovan Viper, we did predictions that went on for like half an hour, which was probably like 20 minutes too long. And at the end of it all, I got 5 out of 9, which I thought was not too bad. What did you get, Dennis?
No, I think I got like 6 or 7 out of 9.
Yes, but I asked Liam there before, like today, if he remembers what he got, and I think he got 5 out of 9 as well, though.
Yeah, it was the highest, I think, in the beginning.
And the tag team match went on beforehand, which I'm not surprised at whatsoever, because that's always the case.
Yeah.
Treat like the tag team division as a big ass joke nowadays. Anyway, I don't even know why they have one. So I didn't know what the result of that was until later. But I was on a roll with the matches that were happening, because I was on a roll. I was like, yep, getting right. Yep, good. I'm doing great here. Got all the matches thus far. And then the tag match happened, the 12-man tag match game, and that killed my streak then. And
I hope you don't just watch it just so you can guess the.
No, I don't. Because I always did this. Nah, just the thing is, I always sort of make predictions though, like over WrestleMania, and like me and Dennis back in GameSpot, we did like reviews, like thoughts and reviews, not there for it, so we did. So just kind of continuing the tradition in a way here. Yeah. So we were. So I was doing well, 5 and 9 in the tag match happened, and I killed the streak, and then got the rest of them were wrong. Then afterwards, I was like, yep. But what did you think? What did you think of WrestleMania this year?
I think it was pretty good. I think overall, like the first match was a joke. I mean, not the tag match, but the actual pay-per-view first match, which was the World Heavyweight Championship, that lasted 13 seconds, I think.
18 seconds.
18 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Like I was.
Do you know why it was 18 seconds, Dennis? Do you? Because they had to shorten it down to have Flow Rider and the mini concerts.
Yeah, Flow Rider and that other guy, and that other dude.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, that was ridiculous. Besides that, I mean, there was the girls wrestling, the Divas, which was pretty much crap. Randy Orton and Kane was pretty much crap, but the rest was pretty good. Jericho, CM Punk was amazing, really good.
Definitely, that was definitely the match for me. Like, despite the fact this is sad here now for people. I actually haven't even watched the main event for the show yet.
Oh really? Okay.
I still haven't watched John Cena and The Rock, which I heard was a pretty good match.
It was good.
As well.
It was good. I have to admit.
But I have to agree that Cena and CM Punk and Jericho was a great match, and definitely a match for me. And I'm glad I expected that to be the case though, because as I said before, I really enjoy their work. Now, tell me now, what did you think of the Hell in a Cell match? And please, if you say it was brilliant, it was awesome, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, it wasn't brilliant or awesome, but you know, it's the same type of match every year.
It's
like,
the same
you think
match.
Taker's going down, you think he's going down, and then all of a sudden, he rises up.
Predictable as hell now.
It was very typical. I think Shawn Michaels added a little extra flavor into it, but you know, it wasn't. It was still a good match, but it wasn't a brilliant. You know, oh my God, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker won. Brilliance, but it was still pretty impressive. I think what I really liked is at the end when they all get up
when they all went up and like we're all like hand and shoulder each other. Yes, that was like yeah, it's kind of an end of an area way in that way because they're kind of like the last sort of remaining, wrestlers, whatever from like the early like that generation of wrestling really.
Hmm.
So they are in WWE. There's Shawn Michaels, like he's been there. He was there like since like the 80s.
Yeah.
Undertaker started in 1990. He's been there for like 20 odd years now.
Yeah.
And like Triple H came in like mid 90s.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. So that's pretty much the end of an era there, and the whole hugging and everything at the and JR. It's the only match JR did in the whole
yeah,
WrestleMania, which was I think it was pretty fitting. It was great. For that aspect of it. It was really good. But for the match itself, it's predictable. It was predictable.
yeah. It was a good match though. It was like all right now. It was just like yes, you know what's gonna happen though. You know he's gonna kick out here.
Hmm.
You know he's gonna win the match. You know he's not gonna lose the streak. Now
Yeah, it was
pretty much.
predictable. It was predictable, but the ending was good. The other matches were pretty decent. I think they were decent matches. Even Big Show against what's his face?
Cody
Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Yes, sorry. That was still pretty decent for a Big Show match.
The tag match actually was surprisingly that went on as late as it did in the card because I expected it to be one of the early matches going for like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was another predictable outcome. The Team Johnny, Team Theodore Long thing.
Yeah,
That was very, very predictable that, Eve was going to stick her face into the whole thing, but, that was predictable. I knew John Laurinaitis would win anyway.
I went for Teddy Long unfortunately.
Yeah, you did?
So
Okay.
that's as I said earlier there. That was the match that killed my streak. So it was
Okay.
because like the first 5 matches that were on, like it's like yep, I was doing great here, and then that came and like broke the streak, and I was like screwed afterwards. Then
And the whole Rock John Cena, I think it was pretty good. The Rock can still wrestle, actually.
and The Rock won, which is I kind of
Yes,
surprised
very,
me though.
very surprising. I really thought John Cena would get the whole pat on the shoulder and here's the torch kid, carry it on, but I don't, I mean,
But I think it was because the fact is it was in Miami as well. It was like yeah, let Rock in because
yeah,
I think it would have been pretty. I don't know what would have happened if Cena won.
yeah. Well, now he's gone again. He's gone to do some more movies, but apparently he's gonna come back and gonna go for the WWE Championship. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah, they'll probably maybe. I assume they'll probably do a rematch with Cena and probably at SummerSlam, I guess, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe some big pay-per-view, not some unknown
Nah,
pay-per-view like some
the
big
one,
SummerSlam or
nah,
Survivor Series, something. Whatever.
yeah, I'll guess that'll be the case now. Or they can probably do, maybe a rematch next year, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know how they're gonna handle the whole Brock Lesnar thing. Also, he's back. He has to wrestle somebody, so who knows? They're saying Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar, Undertaker, and the next WrestleMania, but we're gonna have to wait and see how it all plays out. But all in all, it was an interesting WrestleMania. I think it was much better than last year. Like
Last year's
much
was
better than
sucked.
last year.
Last year's was pretty crap though, and it was probably the worst WrestleMania in my opinion in recent memory.
Yeah,
So it was.
yeah, it was. And last year, this year was pretty good. All in all, it was a pretty good WrestleMania. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. You didn't watch the last match, but what did you think?
Yes. I thought it was. As I said, it's just pretty much the same feelings this year. I thought it was a pretty good pay per view overall.
Yeah.
Like as I said, I haven't watched the last match, which I should do. But like I said, Jericho and CM Punk, I really enjoyed that match, and
Yeah.
just wish my man won the title. But I still love Jericho though. He's awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's not going anywhere. He's still there. So I guess they have him for a little while until he goes on tour this summer with his
Fozzy.
band. So we'll have to see how
And I think they're releasing I think they're currently recording their album as well. I believe.
Yeah.
New album. I believe. So as well because I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, they're recording the new album. So he's probably gonna go on tour. So guessing he's going to leave for the summer, or end of summer probably. I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
Yeah.
I guess that's the
Uh,
wrestling talk.
that's the wrestling talk. Hopefully, either way now. So, Derek, you can wake up from your slumber now.
Oh, don't mind me.
I don't know. Like I can go a few other shows, but it's pretty much like old shows. That I say like I watch Frasier. Like I always watch that. If I just say that every week on here, I just like stop saying Frasier though. But I watch that, and it's like a show that I only ever just got into like few years ago. Like I never watched it when it was on
And you didn't watch
originally.
Cheers, you told me, right? You've never watched Cheers?
I never watched Cheers. I never watched Frasier. Like I only got into Frasier a few years ago. I just started watching it and really loved the show, and like it made me realize how I really enjoyed it. Like this is the thing for me. I like shows that begin with the letter F. Frasier, Father Ted, Family Guy, Friends. So there's 4 shows that I like that begin with the letter F.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird in a way. So they are. Although like Friends is always on here. It's pretty much been on here fucking consistent since it started though. I used to like it though. I used to like it a lot though. But like as the more you watch it, certain things irritate the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate fucking Phoebe in it now with a passion.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like I used to like her and her fucking weird, stupid little ways, but like as more sort of episodes you watch them again and again, you just they tend to irritate you.
Yeah.
Like there's an episode there that she's on this phone while the other ones are off to a play, and she's on the phone. She has to wait like for this like, hold on the line, you're the next caller, and she's still on there for like 2 days.
Okay.
And she never hangs up.
Okay.
Like, something like that. That's just stupid. It's just really silly. That's pretty much all I've been watching though. I actually watched the film here before I had started here. Have either of you ever watched Baby's Kids?
That doesn't
No.
ring a bell at all, no.
No, okay. Because that's a film I watched on Netflix. Yes, I was on Netflix before I came on here to record the podcast. It's a 90s animated film though, so it is. You can look up online for the synopsis though, but it's an early 90s sort of animated film.
Okay.
It's kind of semi. No, I don't know. It's a bit semi-mature. It's not like really gratuitous 90s. It's just this guy. These children called Baby's Kids are basically these black children kind of be trying to be all like tough and like kind of gangish and things like that, be like delinquents, and then this guy takes them to this like fun world theme park, and it caused like mayhem pretty much. Like I remember watching it years ago. Like it's been like years since I watched it, so it was just nice to see it on Netflix and see it again.
Okay.
That's pretty much it now. I can't watch anything on Netflix US again because DNS thing I used to access it no longer works, so I can't watch Angel, I can't watch Saved by the Bell, I can't watch any of those shows now until I head over UK, which I doubt. So that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah. So anyway, this is going for like 2 hours, 20 minutes coming up now. The timer I have, it's not the 2 hours 51 now on the call, just to let you guys know. So I think this is time to wrap the things up. So anyway, before we go, we like to sort of plug ourselves. That sounds so wrong indeed. So anyway, Dennis, where can our fine folks find you?
Yeah, well, I'm on Twitter. That's DBoy Den on Twitter. There's also, that's the same name that I have on Xbox Live. But as I said last week or the week prior, tell me who you are because I will not accept your friend request if you send me a unknown friend request. Hey, can you make me your friend? I don't know you, so I will not accept your friend request. Tell me who you are and tell me you listen to the podcast or whatever, and I'll accept it. And well, that's pretty much where I am. I guess GameSpot. If you guys go on GameSpot, Neo Jedi there, and DBoy on Giant Bomb if you guys go to that website also. So that's pretty much where I am.
Do you ever do anything on like Jam Bomb now in terms of blogs or anything?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so yeah, I just like I did it when we like when it's like launched and not there, but like just realized no one was bothering reading it or anything like that. I
Yeah.
was like, screw this, and then just
I do
um,
nothing on there. So.
I could go on a whole rant about the Jam Bomb community though. Like some people probably love it though, but like from what I can see though, from what I can you know, from what I see sometimes from like people's comments and videos and things like that, I think some of that some of that community stinks.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty much everywhere. You'll have bad apples everywhere, I guess.
But it seemed less so in GameSpot.
Yeah, well, it depends on the year you were there. Like when we used to hang out a whole lot on GameSpot, there were a couple of people that were kind of crappy.
Yeah, a-holes. Yeah, there were like a couple of but like for the most part, some people are just really ignorant in a way.
Yeah,
Just some of the comments you see on like else everywhere, pretty much.
yeah.
So anyway, Derek, where can our fine folks find you?
You can primarily find me on Twitter as well, Gigastormz on Twitter, and I'm also on Xbox Live, Gigastormz, and then you could also find me on GameSpot or Giant Bomb, Gigastormz as well, and that's primarily on Twitter though.
Yes. So and finally, you can find me on Twitter. I am DowM85. So I can and you can also find me on Xbox Live, Retro Darro. Don't, as Dennis has said, don't bother adding me unless you send me a message beforehand saying who you are. Like you say, hey, listen to the podcast, or hey, I follow you on Twitter or something like that, because I'm not going to accept it. And that tended to be the case sometimes on PS3 where I got random friend requests by people I had no idea who they were. But thankfully that has stopped now because I just got maybe at least 5 or so, from people I never had no idea who they were. So so that's the case. Just send me a message saying who you are, or like if you follow me on Twitter or whatnot. Also Darrow on PSN, but I'll probably be on Xbox Live more. But if you want, I'll be there. Go ahead. On YouTube, which is just Darrow85 on there, and that is pretty much all you can find me. You can find me on GameSpot as well. I'm DarroGamer06, but I rarely blog there now.
Yeah.
So I do. Dennis has gone back into it now, and I don't know about Derek now, if he's going back into blogging or
I'll
whatnot.
check it every once in a while. I just don't have the time anymore to do blogs like I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have time though, but I just don't bother though, because there's no point putting something out when like no one's going to really read it.
You need to rebuild your
You have to rebuild your
credits.
viewership pretty much.
Yeah.
Are you still going to do a D-Boys Den, Dennis?
Yeah, it's it's still in the works. I need to sit down and do it. I need to record it. That's something
You could have done it today if it wasn't for this. I
could've-
could have done it today if it wasn't for this pesky podcast.
Well, it's because the podcast, I can, if something happens, I can mute, or I can, but if I'm recording something and, the nephew comes in and starts doing stuff, I have to stop and go back and come back. So I have to wait until I'm really alone and not doing anything at all, and then I can record it. But yeah, it should be coming soon, hopefully. I'll get the time to do it.
Okay, so look out for it if that's the case. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Jesus
Yeah, thank
Christ.
you for watching the same image for 2.5 hours.
Thank you for watching this. Yeah. Thank you for listening for us ramble on like we tend to do best here on the Gamedom podcast for the last nearly 2.5 hours. As I originally started, I wanted to make this
Yeah.
an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah, we need to make
But thanks to me rambling on like a motherfucker, we tend to go on over the 2 hour mark. We nearly like Jam Bomb length pretty much. So if you like your long podcast, this is the podcast for you. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening and see you all next time. So say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Later.